What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Burnout Bobby YouTube channel. I hope you like that little intro I just did. Today, as you saw in the title, was supposed to be the first ride for the Vento. I've been planning this for a while. The reason what was putting me on hold for a little bit was the wheels. I got brand new wheels and tires for it, so now it was all set to go. I was ready to go. And then, well, hit a speed bump, which I'll be going over in this video today. And I guess it just comes with the whole platform I'm working with. A lot of you are probably wondering, like, what happened, man? It's been like 3 weeks since you dropped another video. I've had a lot of stuff happen. I've been sick. I've had some other health issues I've been dealing with. I've had some family stuff, so that all comes first to me. I want to handle that before I can get back to the YouTube. I got priorities in life and responsibilities I have to take care of, so now all that's out of the way, it's back to the scoot life. So let me go over everything that I've done to the Vento since the last video with you guys. Okay, that's better. Now you can see. So I went with this. I used to have 13-inch wheels on here, if you remember the gold ones. I switched over to a 12-inch wheel, and then also put a Dunlop race tire on there. It's a little bit meatier than what we had on before. It's a nice sticky tire. Pretty excited to use it and see how well it does. So the gold wheels are gone. I have these matte black ones on there. For the front, same thing. It's a 12-inch 5-spoke. Sorry for the lighting. And I went with a smaller 160/12 tire on there. Now I used to have the disc brake setup on there. And I talked to a couple of the guys and they're like, oh yeah, we don't run the front disc on these. We just held it on the rear drum and go with that. So right now I'm risking it. I'm gonna go with it and just see how it does. I've also changed up the handlebar layout. I went with our stem from TRS. We have this one that's usually meant for your OEM controls for the Honda Ruckus, or your OEM Speedo for the Honda Ruckus. And it goes right there. I bought that without the plate. Put this on the triple tree. The base of it you can turn sideways, so I was able to turn that sideways, put the bolt in, because the bolt goes sideways like this, not like a Ruckus where it goes forward. Put the NCY drag bar on it, have the rear drum brake, and then of course I have that wideband hooked up and ready to go. So you're probably like, well, get to the point, what's wrong with the bike? I was about to start up for the third time. Third time starting it. And the starter just goes, boom! You're probably gonna laugh at that noise, but that's what the starter made. And right away I thought it was the starter clutch. I called the engine builder. I said, hey, listen to this sound. I sent him a video of it. He thinks that the starter clutch spun through the keyway and put a groove straight through the keyway. So now that's what I have to check today. So I gotta take the stator off, the exhaust off, and kind of just take that half off, drain all the oil that I just put in there for the second time. And I asked them, the engine builder, I said, hey, did you put a starter clutch in there, the Kimco one that I wanted? He says he thinks so, or it should be. I'm hoping it is, because that's what I wanted. So, you know, usually when you want something like that, it should be in there. He assured me he thinks it is, but thinking isn't assuring for me. I'm gonna tear that apart right now. We'll get into it. I'm probably gonna put it into a time lapse because it's hot as get up out here right now in Florida, in Tampa area. It's like 92 to 95 the whole week, just sunny. Like, it's miserable. Not even rain. Rain would give us at least some humidity. Alright, let's get to this. Alright, so as you guys can see, I have the case apart, well not necessarily the case, but the flywheel off and the first plate here on the motor with the starter clutch here. So what happened was, what's going on is you have this washer, then the starter clutch nut. Usually you need an impact to take this off. I did not need an impact. I was able to do it by hand. So I don't know why that was extremely loose. Maybe the guy who put the motor together didn't tighten it correctly. I don't know. And then also once that's off, technically your starter clutch is supposed to come right off. Now you can see I'm shaking the crap out of this bike right now. This starter clutch is on that crank. It's not coming off. I don't know if it's stuck on the keyway or what. I'm trying to break it free. It's not happening. I've tried prying it. I might have to get some type of a puller to put in the crank. I tried contacting the engine builder and I was sent to voicemail instantly. So that's always a good sign. Right now it's probably about 100, I don't know, probably close to 100 degrees outside, so it is hot. I'm going to go inside, cool off, try to figure this out. Okay, so I am back. I couldn't let the video end like that. So as you can see here, the starter clutch is off. And right there it is, the Kimco clutch like I thought it would be, or I was hoping it would be. From the engine builder. He finally got a hold of me, told me what he think happened, and it is what happened. I don't know what caused it though. So, see if you can focus right here. That is the keyway for the crank that the starter clutch goes on, and you can see right there that it kind of just sheared straight across it. So he thinks the motor had a hiccup and caused the starter clutch to crank back and then shear through the key, and it went into two pieces. There's the other piece. So now that that's off, excuse me, I put a new one in. I am letting it sit in there right now. I cleaned it up. I'll eventually slide back on the starter clutch and then put everything back together and hopefully go back for another startup. I'll just go real quick. The way I got it off was this puller tool right here, and it grabs from each side, and this part went right into the crank, hit it with the impact real lightly, was able to yank it right off with the keyway still in it. So that will do it for today's video. Finally happy to be back, happy to get this going. I really want to see this bike in action. Next video, I'll be putting it all back together, get it fired up, and I gotta take it for the first rip. Hopefully if everything is good, like the starter clutch doesn't do that again, then I'm gonna take it for its first rip. At first I didn't want to do it in my neighborhood, but now I'm gonna do it in my neighborhood. It doesn't bother me now. I'm just gonna go for it. After that, I got the wideband already on it, so I'm ready to start tuning it and then hopefully take it to the track and start making some passes. I do want to do some electrical stuff on my Ruckus. I noticed that the headlight has been flickering a little bit when I've been riding, so I'm going to go through and just make sure that the pins that I pushed in for the clip are okay. Other than that, I'll see you on the next video. So be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next